Hello everyone, welcome back. I've been working on the electrolyte solution. I found a better way to set the battery charger up so it doesn't overheat and kick off so quick. I've moved the settings to the 6-volt setting and the 2 amp, although it's still putting out about 8 amps or so. But it's enabled the battery charger to run longer without heating up. And check out the difference in electrolyte solution. I've disassembled the unit from the casement we had it in earlier, just so we could see better. And we probably ought to reassemble and do this again, do a volume test, counting the bubbles or whatever. But I want you to see this because the flame that I can get, which is a good visual indicator of the amount of gas generated, has gone up considerably. The only difference, a change of tap water, and in this tap water, this is about a quart, I have put a teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking soda to a quart of water. And we're going to see how that's going to work out. I've tried it a little while ago. It seems to work pretty well, but I'm going to turn it on now. Let it be generating some gas so you can see the difference. There comes our reaction. Might ought to mention that you may have noticed in the other videos that after the unit runs a while, the solution tends to turn a sort of a red. I think we're getting some iron or something in there. I think that's coming from the metal I'm using, the stainless steel, not quite as pure as we'd hope for it to be. I've also discovered that what I thought was 100% stainless steel in our bus bar is actually has some magnetic properties. A magnet will stick to it. So our materials probably aren't the best for the experiment, but it's still a good indicator, and I think I can make you a flame. Now let me put our lighter, our igniter source in here, and 1, 2, 3. Quite a bit of difference. I hope you can see that in the video. Quite a bit of difference in the gas being generated and when I ignite it. Quite a bit of difference. I think we're well on our way to doing, oh, that's about a 4 to 6 inch flame came up above the mouth of the jar. We're improving quite a bit. So we're moving forward, and again, that is at about 7 amps. So we are still within our very meager power supply, and we have many-fold increased the output simply by increasing the conductivity of the water. I'm going to build a little jig or device I can connect to an ohm meter, and that way we'll be able to measure the electrical resistance through the water, and in our notes we can keep up with the value of conductance through the water, and for all our testing, because that's going to be some very important data for our testing, because this seems to affect the production more than surface area of the plates. I think you can see there quite a bit of difference in gas production. Yes, we're getting flames coming up several inches above the unit there sometimes. Well, anyway, we're doing a lot better. I'll try to assemble this in our casement, give you an idea of the output. Probably need to rig up some sort of a device to measure in liters per minute, or how long it takes to generate a liter of gas at atmospheric pressure. But I'm getting proud of it again. I was a little disappointed before, but we seem to be improving. When we up the amperage, as we will do when we build the big unit and put it in the car, I think it'll make a major difference. I think you can see a pretty good flame now. It is improving drastically the gas output. That was a good flame, probably 3 inches high, rose up there. Let it accumulate a little gas. It's kind of hard for this gas to accumulate because it is lighter than air, and so it tends to leave our jar. I might contain a little bit for a moment. That didn't seem to make a difference. But yeah, we're definitely generating gas, and I'm pretty sure we can run engines on this without any trouble at all. At the very least, we may have an alternate home heating source. Anyway, thank you for watching. The next part of this video, you'll probably see this thing reassembled with our bubbler test, and we'll get an idea of how many bubbles per second we're getting there. Thank you very much. Goodbye.